Well, guys, Skymasters here. Hit that like and subscribe. Everything is evolving. Discover major changes in Aghasba. Update 10. Mounts, inventories, multiplayer revamp, and more. I like Towers of Aghasba. It's in pre-release, and it's kind of a weird... I can see how some people... it's for people that like a sunset or watching grass grow. It's kind of a different thing for me. I also like it because it reminds me of like building in Unreal Engine 5. Like you can, it just feels like I'm molding it. I feel like I'm like in the developer's studio because the game unfolds like that. As you're going through the game, you kind of build the world. It's kind of start with a blank slate of like some kind of, dead desert world, and it's like, ooh, not very great to look at, and then you slowly turn it into this paradise, which really looks nice. It's pretty decent looking, and I find it to be very relaxing when I jump in and out of this game. That the crafting isn't too crafty. And I found it a nice balance, but of just like coming home and relaxing. I don't need to grind after work. I don't need to like spend 17 hours looking on some line forums on how to get through something. I just want to play a game, man, and relax. And the game does it. It's not too complex to really figure out. And plus you can kind of like leave off and pick up pretty easily. Like some games you get back in and you're like, what the hell was I doing? Where am I going? I have no idea, And this one, it's like, I don't know. I feel like I kind of could keep on going, and I knew what I was kind of doing. You know where you're heading and what you're looking for. You're always running across everywhere, and yeah, it'd be nice to get some different mounts and like a flying stuff. But let's see what they got in here. They probably talked a lot about this in their pre-release dev blogs, but this update just came out on the 13th. So yeah, it's their biggest update so far. I'm pretty proud of this, the company and the developers behind this. And oh man, the textures in the background are hand painted like watercolor paints. So that's why this, like, I was kind of like wondering why it was all washed out, and I almost didn't like it. But when I saw that the guy hand painted all the textures, that really sold me, man. I was really proud of that. So very cool. They are immensely proud of getting here, and we appreciate all your love and patience, support, and feedback so far. They have a good Discord. They do listen to people. They have a good feedback and a direct line through the game, which I think is very cool. Some games don't do that, and they don't really care about their people. No Man's Sky, Hello Games. Yeah, so... yeah, the biggest highlights of this update are a complete rework of the inventory. More space was kind of a problem. Everybody was complaining about it. You didn't have enough space. Inventory was kind of and I feel like I got a whole bunch of things that I never needed, and like there's a whole bunch of stuff that's coming out. So yes, the game is not finished. So when I say things like that, take it with a grain of salt. The game isn't finished, man. Of course they're going to change things. They made more space, and it looked like they did some more inventory changes so you can find things quickly. Goodbye to gold and hello to Kip, our new currency. Kind of cool, whatever. Everybody has their own name. A brand new crop planting system. Very cool. I'm interested in some more yeah, I think the farming was kind of a neat thing to me. I would actually get into some farming like that. The whole game has this like cool vibe to me, man. I want to hug a tree, improved building modes, that might help. I had to get used to building the way they had it, so hopefully they fix that. And I would like, yeah, building's going to be something. I like building in every game to an extent, so we'll see how this goes. 2 new mounts, a Juvor and a Bararu. I've already seen what they look like, and cool. I want a dragon. I want one of those big old thingies to fly around in. It's going to be really nice. They better do it. I'm looking at you guys, man. Yeah. Massive performance improvements. There was some issues that I had. I mean, I never had the game crash, but I definitely gotten locked up in some places. And definitely when you're in some of those, like, dense forests that grow up, I mean, it gets crazy up in there. But it's a lot, and it's very detailed. So maybe they fixed something with their with that. Maybe there are performance issues. I have no idea. I didn't have anything major. So, major improvements to multiplayer. I haven't gotten into multiplayer, but my word that I've heard on the streets is that it wasn't working very good. So, and obviously they were aware of this. So they got new merchant items. Very cool. We'll see what it's all about. Known issues. Museum displays may not complete properly for old saves. Never had that issue. Multiplayer clients may need to talk to the rancher to use mounts. That's good to know for a heads up. And a number of additional issues guessed in multiplayer. Expect hot fixes. I mean, yeah, they're working that out. That's probably one of the biggest things, is to share the information from one game to another game efficiently. So, update 10 is a big multiplayer update. Mostly, it is to become so much more. This did cause the multiplayer to be delayed longer than we would like. Hey, man, these guys are so open, man. I love it, dude. Teleporter use. Using mounts without major issues. Co-op progression, which was like everybody's wanting that, so that's kind of cool. Some snags along the way. Please report them and get on the Discord and report whatever issues that you have, because these guys are listening, so that's very cool. Client connection host can now interact with the guest giver, ecosystems, and loot chests to help your friends advance their world together. Some limited cinematic sequences are not played for both host and client, which is fine with me, man, you know. Okay, fishing and melee hunting should be possible. It's not perfect, but it's much more doable now. I like the wording, man. Just love it, man. The inventory rework, twice the space to start. This is a massive improvement from what everyone has experienced before. It's no longer tied to the main storyline, and progression in starting inventory slots has increased from a tiny 20 to 41 slots. That's a big deal, guys. You know how hard it was to go to the game with 20 slots? I'm going to go back and be like, I remember when we had only 20 slots. You kids these days. Yep. Yep, each type of category has its own tab now. That's very cool, man. Find what you need really quickly. Very cool. Materials, consumables, seeds, placeables, equipment, and weapons and tools. Very cool. Returning players have to visit the Armani Island shipwreck to pick up their old loot. Okay, so that's a good key point for me, because now I'm gonna have to go pick up my stuff. Okay, returning players have to visit the Armani Island shipwreck to pick up their old loot. Do not panic, it's all there. There will be a new map marker. Also, if you had progressed the story to certain points, you will start out with bonus Kip. Kip is the new Shimu money and meant to help you unlock additional inventory slots right away. Use it wisely as you get extra Kip in your adventurings. Use it and scrap to unlock more room in each tab as you go. Item stack limits have changed. It's more generous than before, up to 100 on many kind of items, 25 on uncommon, and rare items and valuables might be adjusted further. 2 new mounts, they're evolving as well. Expect changes. The community and Discord Reddits, this is very cool. So we got one that's fast, Speedru, and they had things where they had the people name it and vote on it. So this is very cool. So again, they're just so involved with their people and developing it. I think this is super cool. You know, Spiru, fast demon of sorts. Please enjoy racing her all over Aghasba for now. Keep in mind that she might be changed. Okay, and then Scuba Boo, Scooby Doo. That's what we're gonna call him. Is going to help you harvest and maybe something extra very soon. He's slower and to get up to speed, but almost as fast as Spiru over time. And then I heard something about maybe possibly helping you fight off some people. I think the companions need to warn you of the withered coming around, because sometimes you're just kind of like, oh, I'm minding my own business, doing some farming, and then boom, you're being attacked by a spider. And well, it'd be really cool if this guy here would stick his horn up that spider's butt and protect you. That would be just cool. That's just me, if you guys are listening. I mean, let's do that. I heard it in the works. I've been saying it for a long time. So, yeah, that'd be nice. I think they're going to do it. I mean, come on. They're smart. They're listening. The Shimu economy powered by Kips. So the Kips are new money, blah, 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 blah. We're not going to go through that. You guys can read all the rest of this. We're just going to go through and read What we need, the museum rewards you in kips and power recipes for restoring ruins. So that's the whole thing for visit Olson, restore the museum. You will not be sorry. If you find your alchemy lab or oven lacking, the museum's knowledge will get you some essential recipes. All right. 2 new side quests for you to discover. Talk to Jebri and Patatoon as soon as you have built your farming town. Okay. So it's probably just restart the game over for me. It seems. I mean, I hope I can do another save slot for myself. Shrine chests no longer give clothing set recipes. Instead, they were divided between museum rewards and ecosystem progressions. Temperate, wild sweeper clothing, tropical, south bark clothing. Okay. Withered nests sometimes spawn chests now. Okay, that's kind of cool. Withered have had their combat prowess rebalanced. Cool. I thought that was kind of... You know, we need some more enemies. I've seen their artwork and stuff like that. I know cool stuff is coming and bigger bosses and other worlds. So I can't knock on a game that isn't finished yet. But yeah, the fighting was definitely, everything's sort of repetitive and I don't mind it. But the fighting was something that could be, I don't know, just give me something, a few other different things, man. You know, ecosystems have been slightly buffed. Mass planting nerfed. Planting ecosystem seeds that have been buffed by 20%. Feeding creatures their desired food has been massively boosted as well. Creatures of Aghasba rewards you more than before for a tentative love and care. Mass planting seeds outside of ecosystems has received a major nerf to amenity. I've been taking care of that. That's what I did. I just take a whole bunch of seeds and outside of my area and just go plant, and that's how I get you just as you're running along, especially when they did that the hot fix where they sped it up. So that was kind of a little cheat hack. You know, cross pods are useful now. I never understood what those were. So cross-pollination are now used for converting your spear seeds into crop seeds or any other eco seeds in quantity. Bring fertilizers to help boost the cross-pollination pod process. I kind of sort of was getting it, and I went over there to try to use them and understand them, and then I didn't understand them, and it wouldn't convert it the way that I wanted it to, and I was confused. I was like, "What am I using it wrong?" But obviously, they knew what was going on. So resource richer. Anej Rise and Moyo. Yeah, both regions had received more resources for you to collect and more loot to scoop. I feel like things were in like not in abundance, especially like iron and some items. I'm like, yeah, I should feel like we should be finding more iron on top of the hill with a bunch of boulders on it. Yeah, more building options. Extensive rework using the snap feature is now possible to align the pieces in a manner. Yeah, we're just going to have to sit there and play with that. They can sit there and tell you how it works, and I think you're just going to have to get in there and do it, man. So, yeah, very cool, man. Very cool update. Yeah, and here's their they voted for the names of everything. Very awesome. We're going back into the older things. But, yeah, man, here is the update 10 for Towers of Aghasba. We just went through everything. It's a very good game. Yeah, I think it's well worth it. If you like to chill, listen to some cool music, you don't want like an overly complex building and crafting system, I think it's on par with like Subnautica-ish, as far as crafting complexities. It gets I love this game. It's a very relaxing game. It's one that I just want to just zone out to, and I don't have to think too hard. You do got to figure some things out, and you usually got a pretty set mission, and it's like, okay, I got to go, you're looking for stuff, or you got to go get something so you can drink a potion so you can walk through the poison to go find that thingy, and you got to do that a couple times. I don't want to tell you too much, but yeah, it's a little repetitive, but I like the world. I like to watch it evolve. It's super cool. And I'm updating it now, but I'm probably gonna go play Avatar. It's been super cool. We're gonna do another video about that. I'll probably be pumping it out at the same time. So yeah, man, Towers of Aghasba got a stamp of approval. I give it an 8 out of 10 so far, and it's not even done yet. I like the game. With that, hit that like and subscribe. Call somebody up. Tell them you love them. I'll see you on the next video.